Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Saiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jaimudayanastaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Mukam Karoti Vacharam Pangum Lamgeti Grimit Kapatam Vande Shri Gurundi Napatarinam Paramananda Madhava Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna, welcome to all for the Bhagavad Gita as it is session in English. Continuation of first chapter, 21st, 22nd and 23rd slokas. As we have discussed in the previous slokas about the name Rishikesha, master of senses. Once our senses are try to serve Krishna's senses, then all our senses are pleased. So we have seen in previous slokas about the name Rishikesha, and now I'm going to read Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 1, sloka number, verse number 21, 22 and 23 also. Arjuna vacha senayorubayor madhye ratam stapayame achyuta yavadyetan nirikshe ham yoddu kaman avastitan kairmaya saha yodavyam asmin rana samudyame. Word by word meaning. Arjuna said, Senayor of the armies, Ubayo, both, Madhya, between, Ratam, the chariot, Stapaya, please keep me, my Achyuta, O infallible one, Yavat, as long as, Etan, Altis, Nirikshe, may look upon Aham, I, Yoddu, common, desiring to fight, Avasthitan, arrayed on the battlefield, Kai, with whom, Maya, by me, Saha, together, Yodavyam, have to fight, Asmin, in this Rana, strife, Samudyame, in the attempt. Translation, purport given by S. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the founder of ISKCON. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Arjuna said, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I may see those present here who desire to fight, and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms. Although Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God, out of his causeless mercy, he was engaged in the service of his friend. He never fails in his affection for his devotees, and thus he is addressed herein as infallible. As a charioteer, he had to carry out the orders of Arjuna, and since he did not hesitate to do so, he is addressed as infallible. Although he had accepted the position of a charioteer for his devotee, his supreme position was not challenged. In all circumstances, he is the Supreme Personality. Rishikesha, the Lord of the total senses. The relationship between the Lord and his servitor is very sweet and transcendental. The servitor is always ready to render service to the Lord. So here we have to understand from this sloka that Krishna is ready to serve even his devotee, his pure devotee, not an ordinary fallen souls like us. So here Krishna is addressed as Achyuta, because Achyuta means fallen. Achyuta means he will never fall. So Krishna has accepted Arjuna accepted as a chariot driver to Krishna, as a Parthasara to Krishna. So that is why he never said no when Arjuna said, drive this chariot in Senior Ubi or Madhya, means between the two armies. So take this chariot. He is ordering Krishna. So Arjuna is such a great personality, great devotee. So he is ordering Krishna, means then we can just imagine how great his devotee's position is, how great his devotion is, and how much he has developed a love, prema towards Krishna. So nobody can order Krishna because Krishna is not the order carrier. Krishna is the order giver. So we can understand that Krishna Arjuna is such a greatest position. He can order Krishna. Because why Krishna is saying no to Arjuna? Because Krishna has accepted that he has given a word that I will uh, I will act as a chariot driver to you. I will act as a Parthasarathi to you in the battlefield. That is why Krishna is taking Arjuna and that is why Krishna is taking the orders of Arjuna, and he is following the orders of Krishna. He is carrying out these orders of Arjuna. Carrying out the order of Arjuna. So Achyuta means is not fallen, but we are fallen. Because why we are fallen means because we in Krishna in Chaitanya Charitamrita there is a sloka. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Krishna buliya jiva bhoge vancha kare pasate maya tare japatiyat dare. It's a very beautiful, amazing, very wonderful sloka we have to understand. That means we have forgotten the Krishna. We have forgotten Krishna and we want to enjoy our senses. We want to gratify our senses. We, the jivas, we are under the control of Maya. So that is why we are called fallen. We have fallen in this material world. Krishna buliye jiva bhogavancha. Bhogavancha means we want to enjoy. Because we have forgotten that Krishna is the Bhokta. In 5th chapter it says, I think in verse 9, if I am not wrong, Bhoktaram yagnatapasya sarvaloka maheshwaram suhrutam sarvabhutanam shantim gnatvam shantim rachate. That means he is the enjoyer, he is the proprietor, and he is the supreme personality of Godhead. We are enjoyed, but Krishna is enjoyer. Krishna is a predominator, we are predominated. So that is the position of Krishna. So the position of Krishna is explained in 5th chapter. Bhoktaram yagna tapasya. In all the yagnas, he is the Yagneshwara. In all the tapasya, he is the Yagneshwara. He is the only enjoyer. We are enjoyed. So we are fallen. Here as Krishna says, we are fallen. But we as Jiva, we are fallen. But Krishna is Achyuta. He will never fall. So he will never fall from the words he has spoken. He said, I will be Parthasarathi. Yes, he was Parthasarathi to Krishna. He never said, no, I cannot. You are just my devotee, you are my servant. How can I be a servant to you? No, I cannot be a servant. Krishna never said that. Krishna said, okay, definitely I will take this chariot in between the two parties. So Arjuna wants to see who are the great personalities who are gathered in this the opposition party, in the opposite party of Kurus. So Krishna has taken the chariot and he has kept the chariot in between the two parties. So here we have the example, if the man is under the control of the police, then he is fallen because he has fallen down from the position of the country's citizenship, good citizen. Because the Jiva is Mamai Vamsa Jiva Jivaloke Sanatana, he is part and parcel of Krishna. And if he wants to come away from Krishna, then he is fallen. If he wants to serve Krishna, then he is Achyuta. So that is the difference between Achyuta and Chuta. Chuta means fallen, Achyuta means never falls. Krishna never falls. Like example, if the finger, Prabhupada says, if the finger is cut off from this body, then the finger cannot, it will not have any value. It cannot function at all because the finger is attached to this body. Very beautiful explanation given by Prabhupada. It's very easy to understand. If the finger is attached to the body, and if you want to eat rasgulla, the finger can take rasgulla and put it in the mouth. Then if it goes inside the stomach will distribute the rasgulla or distribute the food and it will nourish the whole body. The finger, if the finger wants independently to eat rasgulla, it cannot eat. So if the finger is cut off from the body, then it doesn't have any value, it doesn't have any function. It is valueless. What if it is attached to the body, then automatically the finger will become the reddish. Once the food is taken, the finger will become reddish, we can see naturally. So similarly, if uh, example also given, fish example also is given. If fish is in the water, it can survive. It can survive very happily. It can live. But if the fish is kept away from the water, then the fish, even if you provide different types of dishes to the fish, it will die, because the natural position, the constitution position of fish is to be in the water, to stay in the water. Similarly, jiva has to serve the Lord, serve Paramatma. Then that is a natural position. That is why in Chaitanya Charitamrita it says in one verse, Jivera Swarupa Krishna Re Nityadasa. So that is our natural position. Natural position of the jiva is to serve Paramatma, to serve Krishna. How? In Kali Yuga, by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that is the position of jiva. So we have the when we detach from the service of the Lord, then that is artificial. It is artificial. It's not natural. That is why Krishna says, Krishna Buliya. I mean, in Chaitanya Charitamrita it says, Krishna Buliya Jiva Bhoga Vancha Kare Pasate Maya Tare Japatiya Dare. Means when the jiva forgets his position that he has to serve Krishna, then it will fall under the clutches of Maya. So here the living entity are explained in Bhagavad Gita as Prakriti. Even the so-called men and so-called women are not, so-called men are not really men. They are so-called men. Because in Bhagavad Gita it is explained in one sloka by Krishna that Purusham Sashvitam Adyam. No, not that. It says that Apreyam itastu vidhi me prakrutim. That means Prakriti means women. She is feminine. So the Purusha is the only, there is only one Purusha. That is enjoyer. That is Krishna is the Purusha. Because in Brahma Samhita it is said, Advaitam Achyutam Anadi Ananta Rupam Adyam Purana Purusham. He said he is Purusham. Brahma is saying he is Purusham. Purusham Shashvitam Adhyam. So he is always Purusha. He cannot be a feminine. He cannot be a woman. He is the only Purusha, and the whole material world is comes under the category of feminism. Even men, women, everyone, all living entities comes under the category of material nature. Prakriti, it is called Prakriti. Prakriti means feminine. So that feminine it is enjoyed by Krishna, Purusha. So and here it also Krishna is, why Krishna is called supreme means here in Arjuna is telling in 10th chapter 12th sloka, Parabrahmam Paramdamam Pavitram Paramam. He is the supreme, he says. Krishna says, Arjuna says he is the supreme, and it has been recommended, and it is recommended by great sages like Asita, Narada, Vyasadev. They are all recommended that Krishna is the supreme. Even Arjuna accepted Krishna as the supreme. So the female is always controlled. That is in Vedic civilization, it is said that women is always controlled. We should not give the position of controller. The women should not be a controller. We should not give that position to women. That is not the nature. That is not the good nature of women. So now nowadays we can see in the modern society, so many women are given such a greater position. like prime minister position, chief minister position, so many positions they have given, but they are not supposed to. You can see in Greater India, Mahabharat, it is never said. It is never. You can never see. It never happens that women is given as such a great position. Women are always controlled. They are given. They are never given the position. That if we give that position, then it is artificial position. So apreyam itastu vidhi me prakrutim. So even the great demigods like fire, the sun god, Bhumirapo Anlavayu, all these are controlled by Krishna only. Only if Krishna says the sun gives heat, gives the heat and light. If Krishna says to the moon, then the moon gives the warmness and the tenderness, and it gives the nectar to the vegetables and fruits. So such a great demigods are controlled by Krishna only. So he is the controller. That is why he is addressed as Achyuta. Achyuta. That is why in Gita another verse is 7th chapter, 7th verse, it says Mattaram Parataram Nanyam Kinchid Asti Dhananjaya. That means there is nobody greater than me and there is nobody equal to me. Nobody is greater than Krishna. Nobody is greater than Krishna and nobody is equal to Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita, so Krishna's business is two business. Paritranaya sadhanam vinasaya cha dushkritam. First business is to paritranaya sadhanam. Sadhu means he has to protect the devotees. And second business is to devour the demons. So sadhu means, it is said in Gita that means sadhu means not just they are changing dress, having a saffron dress and leaving the long beard, having a kamandal. Not like this. That's not a sadhu. Sadhu means titiksava karunika suhrutam sarvabhutanam. Titiksava karunika suhrutam sarvabhutanam. That is the qualification of a sadhu. A sadhu is sadhu will never will never run off from the battlefield or from the abominable condition in the material world, because the material world is very dangerous. Krishna says it's very very dangerous, but still the sadhu tolerates all these dangers. You can see the devotees how they are taking risk by distributing this Krishna consciousness, or distributing the holy names, or distributing books or Vedic shastras to different people at different places in different levels. So many times they have to face the great challenges, but still the sadhu tolerates all these things. Tolerates. Sadhu will never run from the place. He will never run from the field. Like how Krishna eats the fire itself in the one of the pastimes in Vrindavan, and the demon comes, because to save the sadhus, to save the gopas from gopas of Vrajabhumi, he just takes off the fire in the mouth. So such a even the sun god can be taken in his mouth. He is such a controller, such a great, powerful god at Krishna is. And the sadhu also means another qualification also is titiksa. One of the titiksavan karunika is very very merciful. Is very very merciful to all the living entities. Like how Lord Jesus Christ got crucified to give Krishna consciousness, to give devotion service to others. Even though he was crucified, he was still delivering the message of Godhead. So that is called Karunika. Still he gives the messages. Like how Prabhupada have faced so many challenges, and most of the European countries, European fellowmen, they came to murder Prabhupada, but still Prabhupada never hesitated, never got feared. He was still very courageous. He had so much guts that I must give Krishna consciousness to them. I must give Krishna consciousness to these Westerners, to the fallen souls. Such a great hero Prabhupada was. So Krishna is our supreme hero. From that he got that quality. We will get that quality if we are a sadhu. So sadhu means titik sava karunika suhridam sarvabhutanam. He is friendly to all living entities. He is never enemy. Even though some atheists and other living entities, they criticize Krishna and they condemn Krishna, but still Krishna accepts it, and he tries to send his devotees, and he tries to give shastras to them so that they can understand and they come back to me and they come back to Krishna. So that is the qualification of sadhu. And Krishna is a person. He's not impersonalism. He's not impersonal. Krishna is a form. In Brahma Samhita it says Venam Konantam Aravinda Dalaya Taksam. Krishna is a beautiful form. He is always engaged in this playing the flute. That is his business always. Playing flute and satisfying all the damsels of Rajabhumi, the peoples of the Gopikas and Gopas and friends of Rajabhumi. Aravinda Dalayata, somehow his eyes are compared with the lotus petals. And Kandharva Koti Gamaniya Vishesham, the Kandharva means the Manmada. There is no beautiful man such as Manmada. He is so beautiful. Nobody can be beautiful as Manmada, the Cupid. But Krishna is even thousands of Cupid, even crores of Cupid comes before Krishna. Krishna's form or Krishna's beauty will never be equal to the beauty of Krishna. Even crores and crores of beauties of Manmada is not equal to one Supreme Personality of God, Krishna. He is so beautiful. He is so charming. So in this verse you can understand, as a pure devotee of the Lord, Arjuna had no desire to fight with his cousins and brothers, but he was forced to come on to the battlefield because it was the order of Krishna. So to please Krishna he has come, because as Arjuna, as a Vaishnava, he doesn't want to kill others, he doesn't want to harm others, he doesn't want to give any trouble to others. That is the quality of a sadhu, that is the quality of a Vaishnava. Vaishnava's position is always try to give Krishna consciousness to them, so that he can understand the nature of the material world, the nature of the spiritual world, so that he can come back to kingdom of Godhead. So since Duryodhana has never come into the negotiation or compromise, Arjuna was forced by Krishna to fight in the battle. That is why Arjuna accepted the words of Krishna. And the next verse is Yotsyama 23rd 123. Yotsyamanan aveksheham yayeter samagataha tartarashtaya durbuddhir yuddhe priya chikirsava. Word to word. Yotsamanan, those who will be fighting. Avekshe, let me see. Aham, I, ye, u, ete, those, atra, here. Samagataha, assembled. Dhartarashtra, for the son of Dhartarashtra. Durbuddhi, evil minded. Yuddhe, in the fight. Priya, well. Chikirsavaha, wishing. Translation given by Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Let me see those who have come here to fight, wishing to please the evil minded son of Dhartarashtra. Purport: it was an open secret of that Duryodhana wanted to usurp the kingdom of the Pandavas by evil plans in collaboration with his father Dhartarashtra. Therefore, all persons who had joined the side of Duryodhana must have been the birds of same feather. Arjuna wanted to see them on the battlefield before the fight was begun, just to learn who they were, but he had no intention of proposing peace negotiations with them. It was also a fact that he wanted to see them to make an estimate of the strength which he had to face, although he was quite confident of victory because Krishna was sitting by his side. So Krishna will never fall here, but we tend to fall because I said in Kaviraj says that Krishna bolia jiva bole, jiva boga vancha japa vancha kare, pashate maya tare japatiya dare. So since we forget Krishna and we try to serve Maya, then we will fall down. And in this 23rd sloka, Arjuna wants to see the battlefield of, I mean, see the persons who are assembled there in in the Kuru side, in the Kauravas side, sorry, in the Kauravas side. Like those who have the Durbuddhi, the evil minded persons, they will all flock together with the side of Duryodhana, because Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra both are evil minded. Dhritarashtra is evil minded, that is why Duryodhana also got evil minded. So both father and son wanted to usurp the kingdom of the Pandavas by evil plans in collaboration with his father. So that was the idea of Duryodhana. So all these persons that joined the side of Duryodhana, so they must have been the birds of same feather. In English, there is a slogan: it's birds of same feather flock together. So Arjuna wanted to see the battlefield, see on the battlefield before the fight was begun, just to learn who they were, but he had no intention of proposing peace negotiation with him. It is also a fact that he wanted to see them to make an estimate. So Arjuna wants to make an estimate of strength. How many people are there? What sort of warriors are there? How brave they are? How strong they are? All these things he wants to see and estimate, so that he can face them in the battlefield. So that was the intention of Arjuna. That is why he told Krishna to bring the chariot in between both the parties. So, but Arjuna very much knows that he is going to be victorious, because Krishna is with his side. Krishna is sitting by his side only. So Krishna is with him. So there is no fear for Arjuna. So Arjuna doesn't wants to kill all his family members, because he is they're all belong to same gotra. Gotra means the same family members. The family tradition means same family. Achyuta gotra. That is why we all belong to Achyuta gotra. Achyuta gotra means Krishna's gotra. We all belong to family members. So Krishna is never alone. He is never alone. Krishna is with always Srimati. He is with Srimati Radharani. He is with Balaram, he is with cows, he is with cowherd boys, he is with gopikas. So Krishna means the whole big family. So if you are happen to read Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, it is very well explained and narrated by the servants of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, that Krishna is such a very big family. So many millions and millions of teachers were appointed to teach Vedic wisdom to the children of Krishna. Krishna has so many, the 16,108 wives and so many children. Each wife has one daughter and each wife has 10 sons, and and every wife has so many hundreds of servants, and all these sons, children of family of children of Krishnas were taught by millions and millions of teachers. You can read Srimad Bhagavatam. In Bhagavatam, it is well explained. Even it has the statistic. I mean, even the figure also it is given. How many crores of teachers? How many crores of childrens? So it is well explained. It is not just like just imagining so many crores, so many millions. No, it is well explained. Even the figure is also explained in this. So So here also we can understand that the Lord is always ready to render service at any time to his pure devotees. And the devotees are we have heard that only devotee is always ready to render service to Krishna, ready to render service to Lord, Supreme Personality of God. But here we can understand that even Lord is also ready to render service to his pure devotees. Like you can see in Vrindavan, that when Nanda Maharaj ordered Krishna the small baby Krishna to bring his footwear. Immediately Krishna never said, "Hey, you Nanda Baba, you are telling me, you know who am I? I am Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna, you are ordering me, you are just my servant." He never told, Krishna never told it. So Krishna is such a, um, he has taken such a humble position, such a menial position, and because his pure devotee has ordered him, immediately he went and took the footwear. And he didn't just bring the footwear in his hands, he took it on his head. He kept it on his head and is running and giving, handing over to his father Nanda Baba. Such a menial position Krishna has taken, so we can learn so how to serve the devotees. So even Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, is who is he? As Arjuna said, is Param Dhamam, is Param Brahma, Param Dhamam, Pavitram Idam. Such a greatest position Krishna is. Still, he brought the footwear and he kept near the Nanda Baba's foot, and he kept it on his head. Just imagine. See, there's a great Supreme Personality of it. Akilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka is. He is the supreme of all Brahmandas, but still he has taken that menial position. So um, that is the thing we have to understand here. That even Krishna is ready to render service to his pure devotees, whatever the service it may be. So he has ordered Nanda Baba, even immediately when the order has come from his devotee, Krishna has accepted that order. Similarly, here also Arjuna gave the order to take his chariot, Senior Upayur Madhya, in between the two parties. Krishna has taken his Ratha. That is the position of the great devotees, and that is the position of Krishna also. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Please uh, like, share, and comment. If any comments, please welcome. Hare Krishna. So chant Hare Krishna mantra. This is Kali Yuga Dharma. So Yuga Dharma is chanting the holy names of the Lord in this age, because this age is uh, full of hypocrisy. Hypocrisy means full of fault, full of deceiving, full of cheating. So we should be very careful. So the only means to get out of from hypocrisy is chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.